Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. So, a lot of us on this channel were hurt, and I mean really hurt. So, I came across a sentence or a phrase the other night. It was something to the effect of, "You face the devil alone." And believe it or not, but it was necessary for you to finally learn, number one, that not all people have good in them. That to really, okay, so one of the biggest problems with empaths and just open-hearted people is we want to see the best in people. The problem is that gets turned into only seeing the best in people, even when it's not there. It becomes a filter that doesn't allow us to see the reality of this person. So they could even do something mean, and you're going to turn around and say, well, they didn't really mean that. You know, what they're trying to do is they're trying to toughen me up. They're trying to, it's like, no. You need to push that filter aside, and you need to just start seeing people for who they are fully and completely. And then you make the decision from there. If you see really bad stuff in a person, then you need to get away. If they're lying to you, if you keep catching them in lies, don't wait 6 months, don't wait 3 months, don't wait 2 months. Be like, no, this person has lied to me 3 times in like 1 week or 2 weeks. Like, yeah, this person's a liar. It's what they are. They're not going to change. So now, after you've been ripped apart and shredded, here is call it a phenomena that we open-hearted, kind, loving empaths do. Even though we're hurting so bad because of the very person who broke us, who damaged us, who purposely set us up and dropped us on our head and just like left us there to die, we want that person to come back and to fix us. We want them to heal us. And it's almost a desperate emotional plea inside, and you just want this person to come back and love you and say, I'm sorry, I don't know why I did this, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. They broke you. That's what they do. That's what they're good at. That's what they've been practicing since they're about 2 or 3 years old. Literally. Alright, so how to explain this? These people are broken. And I mean broken. Here's the deal. You're not actually broken. They hurt you. They hurt you emotionally. They hurt you deeply. Because this is what they are. I made a video recently, and I've made it in the past. An understanding is what ends up happening is because you're an empath, you tend to gain rapport with people, and you tend to feel their energy. We're really good at that. We have a lot more mirror neurons, etc., etc. So we tend to take on their energy, and it hurts. It feels bad. It feels broken, and it's very damaging. And then on top of that, they just do damaging stuff because that's all they know. They don't. It's like you're asking someone who is trained in soccer, who's been playing it for 15, 20 years and is a professional, who's really good at the techniques and tools and skill set of soccer players, saying, hey, why don't you come over here and be a basketball star? No. Come over here and now be a professional dentist in one day. Like, just come back and fix my teeth. Are you getting what I'm saying? They can't. It's not in them. They don't. It's not possible. All broken people are going to do is break things. It's because that's all. They don't know how to do anything else but that. And the sucky part about it is they're really good at hurting people. I mean, now I'm not joking, and I'm not trying to be mean to them. I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to get your brain to go, oh. So they break things. Yeah. They're a breaker. That's it. It's like a hammer is a hammer. Don't ask the hammer to suddenly become a screwdriver. It's not, or a can opener. It's not going to happen. A hammer smashes. That's what it does. Now, I understand the emotional / logic on your side of the fence. Like, you're just like, this person hurt me so bad. I need for them to tell me I'm a good person. I need for them to to apologize. I need for them to say that what they did was wrong. Even if they truly wanted to, even if they opened up to their heart and they were like, man, I can't believe I did this. Even if they wanted to heal you, to fix you, they don't know how. They can't. But there's really, really good news here. Do you know who can? You can. In fact, that was the whole point. That was the whole purpose. You were always meant to be the one to heal you. See, the parts of you, these are little tiny parts, okay? Call them fractionations, call them charges, depending on what your field is. So energy healing calls them charges, okay? NLP, we call them parts. Psychology calls them personalities, etc. These are like little children inside you. They're they broke off or got fractionated when they were at birth, or sometimes in the womb, and then at 6 months and 3 months and 1 year. The first day you went to kindergarten, when your parents walked away, and when the bell rang and the teacher, come on in, you walked inside and you looked over your shoulder like, Mom, where are you going? And you got really scared because your mom and dad were leaving you with a bunch of strangers, and you freaked out and you're crying. Now, if you don't remember this, go to the first day of kindergarten and watch what happens. When the parents walk away and they're saying, all right, it's time to go to class. Now you're all excited. Oh my God, I'm going to go to the first day of school. But then when you see your parents leave, you're like, ah, and so that causes a fractionation. Now here's the challenge. This little bite, okay, this is literally your infant. This is your baby. This is your child. If you're trying to shove it off to a narcissist to heal, holy shit, what the hell are you thinking? Child Protective Services need to come in and take that child away from you. And a lot of you will go into relationship after relationship because now you want this strange man to heal these parts of you that, again, they're little children. They're 6 months old, 9 months old, 5 years old, 4 years old. And you're going to push this part off to some man that you just met 6 months ago to heal? Like, what are you thinking? Imagine what it would be like being a little child and their own mother, their own parent, pushed them away and said, yeah, I'm going to push you over to this person so that this person over here, who's not your parent, they're going to heal you. My point, this little infant, this little 2, 3, 5-year-old child is looking up to you. They need your love, not a stranger's, not a cousin, not a brother, not some person out there. They need you. They're inside you and they're looking to you. Do you know how bad it hurts that part when you deny it, when you reject it? You need to love your parts because this is how they heal. Even the dark side, even the ones that are mean, the parts that are shamed and they feel guilty, you have to love them for what they are exactly. Accept them, embrace them, curl up in bed and cry with them and let them cry into your chest. And now you just discovered the whole purpose, the whole reason why you're on this journey here on the planet Earth, in this universe. You were always meant to fall back in love with yourself. You were supposed to reconnect with you by loving you. This is why when you got a new boyfriend, a new girlfriend, or you wanted this person to love you, and it never really worked out, and you always walked away feeling depressed, sad, guilty, shame, hurt, lonely, empty. It's because nobody can fill you up except you. Now here's the deal. When you reconnect, when you bring your awareness inside and just hold yourself for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes and allow yourself to be with you, it brings your energy back inside you. Wherever your awareness goes is where energy follows. So bring your awareness inside your body, expand it to your chest, heart, lungs, belly, stomach, hip area, and just sit there and hold that area and just have an open awareness of it with your eyes closed, and your awareness slowly comes down into that space. And now you've connected with yourself, and now you have filled yourself up. The more you do this, the more you become a whole, healthy, and complete human being. And now you can get into a relationship with another whole, healthy, complete human being who's in love with themselves. Now you have two balls of energy where the energy is inside versus all these parts and bubbles, scatter things outside and all dissolutioned, or whatever the word is. Now you've got two whole, healthy, solid people coming together. You've got two balls of energy that are loving themselves, and now you're bringing that energy into the relationship versus desperation, need, emptiness, shame, sadness, guilt, fear. You need to reconnect with you, because that's the healthiest way to get into a relationship with another human being. You're the one that was always supposed to love these little children, these little parts, these little charges, because that's the way they get healed. They don't get healed by an external person. They get healed by you. And now you're awesome. This is the journey to becoming a more and more awesome human being. Self-love. This is what it's always been about. So what did Jesus and Buddha both say? Look within. And that, my friends, is your answer. And now you know. So remember, coaching is available. I am highly trained in multiple modalities, from psychology, hypnosis, Ericksonian hypnosis, timeline therapy, Reiki, Huna, Pranic healing, neuro-linguistic programming, and on and on. I've been doing this for 30 years. I coach people in how to reconnect with themselves and to learn how to emotionally heal themselves, so they begin to integrate these parts back into the core, back into the whole, so you become a more whole and complete person. So remember, I'm a dating and relationship coach. I specialize in communication between men and women, and also about how to love one another in a way that you and they feel your love. The techniques I teach in this course make you both feel whole and complete, and you feel emotionally fulfilled. I've got books for women, two of them. One is called Why Men Just Don't Get It. The next one is called Every Woman's Battle, The Need for Love and Emotional Fulfillment. For men, the main book is Crack the Female Code. That is a 500-page in-depth book that absolutely will change your life and your perspective on women. These are new teachings that no one's teaching but me, okay? These brand new. I've been teaching for over a quarter of a century, but no one else is teaching them. It's a brand new way of understanding each other. I want to say new teachings, but you know what? They're really not. These teachings have been around for thousands of years, but they were hidden from the human race. They're not being taught anymore, which I find absolutely insane. So an example is, there are some things that I learned from Buddha-com. Buddha-com really taught me how to open up to this emotional energy of love, where you could walk into a restaurant and the entire energy shifts. And I'm going to give you a real example. Hold on. So when I went to Buddha-com, I was under a lot of stress dealing with like my narcissistic family. My girlfriend at the time was narcissistic, and she was going with me, by the way. But here's the really cool thing. He would do this blessing. He'd splash this anointed water on you. It would like soak you, your head, your back. He would do this prayer, this meditation, etc., etc. And you walk out and you just, man, nothing but pure love for the whole world. So I wanted to keep going back, because it would go away after about a week or two, and I kept going back. And the more you do it, the more it gets conditioned into you. So about the fourth or fifth time, me and my ex-girlfriend, so it was about a 45-minute drive, I would say, from where we lived, maybe an hour. And we pulled over at this restaurant halfway on the way home. And the minute we walked in, the whole restaurant went from bustling and loud noise, people talking, to just boom, silence. And everyone turned and looked at us, and we're like, what's going on? And my girlfriend goes, haven't you noticed every time we go to restaurants, the whole energy shifts across the room? And people would just smile ear to ear, and their eyes were just open, relaxed. And they would even give us free stuff, a free meal or discount. And they'll go, oh, no, you were free dessert, or the meal's on us. And my girlfriend, like, haven't you noticed, like, every time we go somewhere, they end up giving us stuff. But it's not just them. Like, everybody was super nice. So this was the 4th, 5th time, and I was like, okay, I got to figure out how to do this. Now, here's the deal. Because I'd already been going to NLP trainings, and the company I went to, now, this was a unique company. They were really into energy healing, where the other companies literally just teach NLP. Well, this company taught NLP with Ericksonian hypnosis, with timeline therapy, and with Huna, the Hawaiian energy healing. So I didn't quite realize what I was doing, but I was already practicing these internal awareness techniques for probably, oh God, I think a year or more, probably longer than that. And so the next time I went back to Buddha.com, I tuned into my energy, and I don't know how to say it. I vibed into it, and I went, oh, this is what he's doing. So because of my training before in Hawaii, and I'd been practicing all these different techniques, it allowed me to understand what Buddha.com was doing, and now I can do it with you. In fact, have you noticed that when you listen to my videos, you just feel really good and you don't quite know why? I have a client right now, let's call him Louie. And the first time he came to me, he was stressed. He was having some serious issues. Work-related issues are very serious, and that first conversation, apparently he'd been stressed for years. First conversation, he's like, well, I feel great. Now, it didn't happen right away. It'll take a little while, 30, 40 minutes, maybe an hour. But by the end of the conversation, he's like, man, I feel great. I feel empowered. I feel strong. Man, I feel alive. And we just had another session, and he's like, man, I cannot understand one session. And because that was about 3 weeks ago, so we just did our 3rd session. He goes, 3rd session today. He's like, man, he goes, I get up in the morning now. I get up earlier. I have more energy. I do this. I do that. I'm like, yeah, off of one session. My book, Cracked Female Code. Had a couple clients say it, but this one, I just lost his name. I can't remember his name. But he had told me, he goes, and he called me one night. He goes, man, he goes, I'm reading your book. He goes, something's happened. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I can't explain it. I'm like, he was waking up. It expanded him wide open, and he had this huge spiritual awakening. He had these realizations, etc., etc. So even my books will literally, and listen to this word, enlighten you. It was Kyle. He said, you know, I could never talk to women, and women never talk to me, but man, after reading your book, I was reading it like every day. Like, I'd go out to like a bonfire, and all of a sudden women would walk up to me, and he goes, next thing you know, I'm talking, like, what's going on here? It's because he opened up. Energy affects energy, and my energy is affecting people in an awesome way. By the way, this is an awesome group of people. I love you guys, and I'm really thankful that you're here. This has been one of the funnest and most rewarding things I've ever done in my life. When I first started the YouTube channel, I was like, oh, I don't want to do that, and then something just kept pushing me, and I am so glad that it continued on. Thank you guys for being so great on this channel. I really, really appreciate that. It's made my life a lot better. God bless you guys. Remember, kick ass, have fun, and make it happen. This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. If you like this video, click subscribe, click the all bell, click the like button, make a comment, and if you want, go ahead and make a donation. There's a PayPal link right there in the description box beneath the video. God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next video.